This week in the world of news from books, beards, and brews. All right. As always, I am Bob of Tales by Bob.
I'm the ass of the podcast, Derek.
I am your favorite person ever, creative consultant Tanya.
That's bold.
It's like every day we do this, Bob, you just ease up more and more on the high pitch. I'm going to need more of the high pitch.
Y'all want... Oh,
there you go.
right.
It's kind of a brand at this point.
Well, I know.
Own it, man.
Well,
Own it.
Yeah. No, there's so much going on in this episode.
All right. I'm Bob from Tales by Bob.
I don't think you are.
First off, we are sampling my good buddy, Cameron. For my birthday, gave me a bottle of High West whiskey.
Oh, he gave you that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He left it at my house, so it's mine now.
Yeah.
Well, by the rules of parties, yes.
Yeah.
He has donated it to the house.
That's a decades-old rule.
Yeah,
you
no,
leave
he
it's
left
ours.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's a double rye from High West Distillery in Park City, Utah. Cameron's from the West.
I think he's from the Texas.
Well, I think he's actually from the California, but he lived in the Texas and lived in the Arizona.
He's been everywhere, man.
Is it west of Mason-Dixie?
That's north.
Mississippi.
Yeah, he's from west of the Mississippi. So he's from
that's what it was. It's west of
the west of Mississippi and north of the Mason-Dixie.
Exactly.
There you
go.
So,
Then I no longer care.
Let's try this. It is
irrelevant.
Double rye. All right, taking a sip. Everyone.
Ooh, it smells very whiskey-y.
Oh, that is so rye.
Oh, I don't like it.
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't like it. No. Oh, I don't like it.
I think with a little water, it popped. It's... Wow,
oh,
that's...
God. Oh, I need a soda. I need a soda so bad.
Here,
I'm not a rye.
Have some coffee.
No, your coffee has whiskey in it. I'm not
No,
dumb.
it doesn't. No, it honestly
it's not
doesn't.
a trap?
Honestly,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm good now.
If that'll help get that taste out your mouth. It might be strong, but...
No,
it tingles on the tongue a lot. All right, so...
Okay, so it's a rye. So if you know...
double rye.
That's my point, is like...
Oof.
Rye, it gives you certain tastes.
Yeah.
And there's a certain spiciness and intensity to it.
There is definitely spice and intensity.
I don't like it.
A double rye, one would imagine, would be double that. And, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
According to the label, what makes this a double rye? What is this?
All right, so here's what it says on the back. Like, we get asked all the time, why double and why I guess. Yeah. What does it say? So, because this whiskey is created from two rye whiskeys, both a minimum of 2 years old and sourced from multiple distillers, and it's got like stuff for the technical details. Oh, the exclamation point. That's not an I. Why the exclamation point? The exclamation point is to signify our aim with this whiskey, to showcase the beauty that is rye and create the spiciest rye whiskey anywhere. It is very, very spicy. It's a beautiful high rye that tastes of cinnamon, clove, anise, eucalyptus buttons, and evergreen gin-like flavors. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Eucalyptus? Say eucalyptus?
I did. Eucalyptus.
You know what eats eucalyptus, right?
Koalas. Okay.
So this
That's
is
literally all I know about.
So this is a quality rye.
Hey, all I know about koalas is
They're
they
vicious.
eat. Well, yeah, but also I didn't actually mean to say koalas. I meant to say eucalyptus. There's this hand sanitizer that I got that's eucalyptus and tea, and that shit smells amazing.
Great.
That's all I got.
Y'all being dudes may not have watched this show. You're my age, Bob. Derek, you may be too young. But there was a show with like some koalas.
Oh no, yeah,
and,
the cartoon one.
You like nuzzled them with their nose, and they came alive.
Was it the Nuzzles? Was that the name of it?
I don't know, but it was awesome. Little koalas, and then like she got to travel with the koalas everywhere.
That sounds familiar.
That's where I learned
Anyway,
about koalas.
so overall, okay,
eucalyptus.
this was a bit too strong, but I think with a little bit of water, I think I would really like it. I remember liking it at the party,
Well, you were
You were also-
had been
but I was
drinking.
real drunk at that point.
Yeah.
But I think it's just too spicy right now. Like, I think the water would kind of even it out for me, and I think I'd like it a lot more then.
I don't like it,
So,
but it's not my thing.
well, I'm also not a big rye guy. You don't like rye at all.
No.
So yeah, Derek, overall, you like
Derek
it?
likes rye.
I do, or you got to be in the mood
Of
for it
the three of us, you like Rye the best.
You're the
because
Rye guy.
there's an intensity to it, especially on the back end.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That
I had like
is-
the tiniest baby sip, and I'm like, no, I'm out all the way.
Well, see, I bet you,
Yeah.
and you,
All right.
don't go round.
So we've got some news or some reader
Ooh,
mail.
reader mail.
Derek, we got another cruise recommendation.
Oh,
for
really?
you.
Good.
Yeah. This is from Southern correspondent Shay.
Ooh,
He says that you should read The Raw Expedition by Thor Heyerdahl. It's a nonfiction adventure that is not very dry. End of email. No further explanation. That's all I got.
God damn it, Shay.
So you can hit him up. I don't know if he's got a copy of it. But yeah. So the Raw Expedition. There you go, Derek.
What? You couldn't get. God damn it, Shay.
All right. We also have so
I also got a message from Shay, but
Oh.
it's not about
The
Derek.
podcast?
Yeah, it's about the podcast, but it's not about Derek's
oh,
recommendation for.
okay.
Well,
thingies.
hell, neither was that really.
What do you have from?
So he said he was listening to the Dune episode,
Yeah.
and he says, quote, "And holy shit, there are other sci-fi authors out there who wrote in the 60s who have great prose," and Asimov explained his tech. So he was just
Okay.
some comments about
Because I
how
know we were saying that like
no one wrote nice prose in the 60s.
I don't think we were saying no one
Just
wrote
get
nice
over
prose.
It,
I
Tanya.
think we were saying that
That's
it
the
was
way
a
it's
different
supposed to
time.
be. I'm pretty sure that was you.
So another thing. So this
sounded
is
like him.
another.
It sounded like him.
This was another critique. So a friend of the podcast, Cody, he listened to our Ready Player One.
That was a
Chat.
great one to just jump in.
Well,
on.
a lot of people have been jumping in, and like we're normally pretty like when we do book like our bi-monthly book club, we normally are like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, this book was great.
Yeah.
And everyone's been jumping in on the Ready Player One, and that's the one book that we haven't liked. And everyone, so
Hated everything about that book.
he
y'all.
liked it. So here's what he had to say. It's like, just listen to the Ready Player One episode on your podcast, and I'm disappointed. Mainly because I'm a simpleton and watch movies / read books to escape from life, so I'm not critically judging them. And that one in particular did a great job. Like, imagining what I would do if in that situation and having that type of technology. So he liked it a lot because he was not viewing it as critically as we were.
So he liked it because it put him in a state of mind to imagine what he would do in that situation.
Not what shitty ass Wade Watts did.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's
That's
the way
fair.
I took it, because like there's plenty of fun
I mean,
in
I
that
would
world,
love to
but
think
like
about what I would do,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
but I would do much better than Wade Watts. 'Cause
Well,
fuck
I
Wade
don't.
Watts.
He won the game, Tanya. Would you really think you'd
I
do
kind
better
of think
than
like
that?
the Oasis isn't a game that you win, though.
But he did.
But he did. That
did,
makes it
though.
even
He
more
actually
impressive.
literally,
He literally
won
won
the
it.
Oasis. That's the point of the book. Is
This
that
fucking
he won
dork
the
won
Oasis.
World of Warcraft.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Ugh.
A couple
I'm
other
winning, Mom.
a couple other quick little things. If you listen to our Badger episode, which was
Yeah.
fucking
Why?
great.
If you did, why?
Fucking Badgers.
Oh my
Chunt
God.
with 6 T's
Yes.
responded.
Yeah.
He was like, shapeshifter, but thanks.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause he's
Bob,
not a
get your
badger.
facts
He's a-
straight.
Well, he is a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
But he's almost always a badger.
Yeah. So, but it was cool that a much larger podcast
Corrected you?
character
Yeah.
corrected Tanya.
It was
actually.
me. It was
Corrected
me
Tanya.
because I tweeted at Chunt with 6 T's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but which one of y'all said that?
I said he was a badger.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a shapeshifter.
Also, quick little mention to superfan Elizabeth. I see you out there sharing us with.
Oh right, yeah.
I saw her. She was like in the King Killer Chronicles
Yeah.
group. Was like, hey, looking for a podcast that we're
Us,
talking about.
us.
She was recommending us, and I see that. I
That
see
just
that.
mean- that
I
means-
thank you. I appreciate our fans out there sharing us.
You know what that means? That means we actually need to do a King Killer Chronicles episode. at
I would
some
be
point.
down to do that to talk about
Oh
why.
no, I'd have to read it again.
That's
oh
my.
no.
Well, I would need
You
to re-
say
I would-
that, but
I
I would
would-
have to read it again, and that's.
I would need to. I would need to reread it, which I'm down to do. But how about look?
But she just did it.
Look,
she just read it
look,
recently.
Doors of
though.
Stone's going to come out within the next year, and we'll just do it then.
One
We
can
will.
hope. One can
We'll-
hope.
we
We'll
will-
do
we'll
when Doors
do
of Stone
it.
comes out. We'll do a.
Yes.
We'll go all.
Oh,
we'll probably do a. It'll be more than one.
Oh
we'll
my God,
probably
that's-
do like an episode on the first 2 books and then an episode on Doors of Stone.
Oh, that sounds like a.
Okay, so let's dive in on this news.
I had a hiccup.
So this is a short one, but the headline is, in the midnight hour, I yelled, Momoa, Momoa, Momoa.
Is this going to be about my boyfriend?
Yeah. So Jason Momoa is growing his
He's
beard
so
back.
funny.
He's growing his beard back.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
Good.
question. Are there pictures of him growing it back?
there's pictures of him not having shaved.
Okay,
You
well,
can
the question
see
is...
him actively growing his beard back because he's majestic. You can see the hairs just growing out of his face because he is so
Seemingly he is growing
majestically
it
fine.
back.
Well, I was just curious as to what stage it was at, because I was like,
It's still pretty early stages.
That
That's
rough
what-
5 o'clock shadow time.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Was like, did you see a picture of it? Because
Yeah.
I should look that up because it's just interesting. Because I want to see how
How it grows
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Because, I got to think, like, look at he had a pretty impressive beard, but a little on the scraggly side, honestly. Like, big, but, like, I just feel like as it's growing in, I think it's going to be a little patchier than most beards of that magnificence.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like people have hair clips for their hair.
right.
Do you think there's like beard clips?
Yes, there are. 100%
Is that 100%
there are.
a thing
Yes.
that you can like
I
make
was-
your beard
Yes.
thicker
Yes, they do that all the
Wait,
time.
what?
Yeah.
with extensions?
Yes, they do that all the time. What do you think they do in movies for guys who can't, like, oh, this guy's got to have a beard in this movie, but he can't really grow a beard?
I
His
mean, they
beard's growing in
CGI
patchy.
out the mustache, of course.
No, it's way too expensive to CGI facial hair like that.
Oh, we'll tell that to DC because they totally just.
Well, but what I'm saying is, like, no, it
Where they instead of making him shave, they just CGI'd out his mustache so he wouldn't have to shave his mustache like fucking
for Superman. Yeah,
It was so stupid.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Yeah, they CGI out his mustache.
Yeah, instead of having him shave, they just CGI'd
Yeah.
out his. Which, to be fair, is probably the
be
correct
fair.
answer because otherwise you're shaving your facial hair.
Yeah,
No.
but we're talking about for real,
For your
like
job, though.
for most of these movies, like they do beard merkins basically. So yeah,
It's so bizarre.
that's the thing.
The more you know.
So here's another little bit of news, a little bit longer news. So this headline is more like cold rod. A minor controversy
Hot rod.
erupted at Friday's weigh-in in Stockton, California for the IBF light heavyweight title fight between unbeaten champion Artur Beterbiev and the challenger Radjovej Hot Rod Kalajic.
Oh my word! Just
So it's going to be televised on ESPN.
You know the purple that you shouldn't be like butchering their names are probably the people who
probably
can
the
whip that
fighters.
ass.
Probably fighters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, so Kalajic,
Oh my god!
he complained about the length of Beterbiev's beard. Beterbiev's
Okay,
beard.
stop. Just stop.
I think
Just
it was
stop.
better at better
Okay,
beards.
Look.
so Beterbiev's beard is apparently an inch or two below his chin. But he's 13-0 with 13 knockouts. All right, 13 KOs.
Yeah.
All right, undefeated 13 KOs. That's fucking impressive. Well, he's Muslim, and Ramadan begins on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to shave your beards during Ramadan.
Yes.
Well, Kazik's promoter, Lou DeBella, pretty sure I got that one right, said
Are you though?
no.
God damn it!
He said that the team raised the issue for a number of reasons, including the fact that it could obstruct whether a punch landed or just hit the beard hanging down the chest. It shouldn't be long enough that you're wondering whether a punch landed on the chin or grazed the chest. Now, so
Does
here's my
it
question.
matter?
Derek, you're more of a fight guy. Is
Yeah.
that more from like a judge's perspective? Because I feel like if you're punching someone, you know if you hit their beard or their chin.
Yeah, it's for the
judges.
Yeah, for points. But my thing is if it, I feel like I wouldn't complain about it because I imagine that most judges are if you can't see their chin because it's obstructed by a beard and it even looks like it's hit, I'm counting it.
Yeah.
Like if you
Well,
don't want that,
yeah.
don't
'Cause, like,
fucking.
He says, and instinctively, I think we should recognize that a prize fighter shouldn't look like Santa Claus or ZZ Top. Okay, saw a picture of the beard. Shut the fuck up. Okay, like it's
What's wrong with ZZ
It's
Top?
well, no, it's
That is
nothing
a
like
different
it's
point, but
nothing like
also
that.
accurate.
It's nothing like that. It is a well-groomed beard that's a little bit longer than what you would average see on a prize
let's
fighter.
also-
Like your beard right now is like
No,
an inch and a
it's
half.
much shorter than my beard. It's nothing like mine or Derek's beard.
Yeah,
it
your
is
inch,
much shorter
your
than
beard's
both
like
of our
what is that?
beards.
So-
2-3 inches long.
So here's the
Derek's
thing.
is about the same.
This is the part where I go, guys. They're promoting a fight. Anything that gets them talked about, anything that causes heat between the two, he's gonna do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
So
That's
all-
also helping him build in a handicap. Because he knows he can't beat the bearded guy. So he's like,
And look, the other thing-
his beard protected him.
Hot
that's
Rod
why I
has
lost."
facial hair too. It's not like he's a clean shaven guy. Like it's like, and so
Yeah,
that's
no,
why
this
he's
is-
Cold Rod.
This is purely to hype
Just-
up the fight.
okay.
Yeah, because this
No,
happened
that's
at
a good
the.
point.
Did this happen at the weigh-in?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
this
the
is-
way in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
If anything, I would say like if you've got like a really luscious beard, that your complaint would be, you're not going to feel all my punches because your beard's protected.
Which I've heard that
you.
one before.
Yeah.
Which now,
that
like,
luscious beard
like
is a
basically,
cushion.
protect you.
like if
Yeah.
his beard had been like super long, they wouldn't have allowed it. But it's slightly long,
Yeah.
and there's a religious element at play.
Yeah.
They're letting it ride.
Yeah.
You know, like
Also 13-0. Fucking get at me.
Also,
well, the other guy is 24-1 with 17 KOs.
let's keep in mind this is boxing, the most corrupt sport in the world.
Fair.
What about baseball?
No,
The most corrupt
baseball's
sport in the
American
world. Dude,
My point still stands, I think.
No,
No,
boxing
boxing
is an
I'm just
There's
being
too
I'm just
atrocity.
being contrary. I don't follow the sports ball. So
Okay.
Well, there's no balls involved in this except for the ones that you accidentally hit with a low blow, and
I
then
think if you go and look at a boxer in the face and be like, "There's no balls involved," you're gonna die.
no,
Yeah, Derek. And
I'll
I'm
do
just
it. I don't give a
mispronouncing
shit.
their names.
I don't give a
You
fuck.
just told them they didn't have testicles.
No, he did though.
No, I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'm gonna hashtag at these guys.
That's
whatever.
fine.
I'm
Because
gonna
they'll know what I
tweet.
actually
hey,
meant.
but guess what? If you don't have the news article,
Good luck.
you,
Good luck finding, the
them
name.
off my pronunciation of their names.
Yeah, can we touch on this? Like,
Yeah.
Bob,
Yes.
these people were literally at a press conference.
You could have just.
Someone
Yeah.
had to say their name. Just
Well,
go
I
listen to that.
I didn't watch. Oh, you're right. Yeah,
That's
I could have
Bob,
watched
Bob,
it. Yeah.
Here's cheat notes. You know how I look up the names of people?
Yeah.
I just go and find an interview and listen to them say their name.
You know, I learned how to pronounce Neil Gaiman's name correctly by listening to his audiobook that he reads himself. And he's like, written by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah. I
Read to you by Neil Gaiman.
always thought it was Guyman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's
you're
Gaiman.
wrong.
The only reason I know that is because Patrick Rothfuss is obsessed with him and talks about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with good reason. He's the bee's knees.
What's the reason? Because I mean, he's,
I love Neil
He's
Gaiman.
lackluster at
love Neil
best.
Gaiman.
No, he's good, but he's just not for me.
All right, moving on to the next
Mostly
Okay.
because that short story was garbage.
next bit of news.
the one with the truth in the cave in the, mountain.
The truth is a cave in the
mountain.
Black Mountains.
Yeah, that was a good story.
No, it's trash.
You
He-
just don't
he
like
hated it.
fast running elf things.
Fast running elf things.
was
That
it
guy
an
ran.
elf?
He ran real fast.
What an elf.
Dwarf.
He was the
Whatever.
offspring
You
of
see this
Fae.
nonsense?
Guy ran real
Okay.
This is
fast.
some nonsense.
All right. So this headline is called "Sweet Ass,"
Sweet ass.
and I am in the wrong line of work.
Oh no.
California-based Little Burro Events allows
Burro.
Burro Events allows
You gotta do
cus-
some tongue thing, and I can't do that.
allows customers to hire out their two mini donkeys named Zoe and
Yo,
Burrito.
a mini donkey.
Yeah,
my
for
gosh.
any special occasion, strapping saddlebags to their backs and serving guests with booze.
Oh my gosh.
Is a Saturday a special occasion?
Yes. Well, okay, so
man.
we're going to get to the prices, and your butt's going to get real hurt here in a second. But so for a maximum of
I can
90
dream.
minutes, the little guys will do the rounds at a party and pose for photographs with your guests. The site says, "We are Northern California's premier beverage serving mini donking company, and we would be honored to be a part of your special occasion."
Wait.
First off, let's touch on premier.
That
That
implies
implies
there's
that there's more.
Yeah, but I think that's the whole thing. Did you watch Mad Men?
Oh,
No.
you just say that too?
You say
Yeah.
it because no one else can contest it.
Yeah.
But no, hold on, real
Okay,
quick.
yeah.
We are,
So like,
we are Alabama's premier literary.
No,
booze
dude,
place.
no. I think
Yeah.
I think we're buying mini donkeys. I think that we need people to
Okay,
donate to
well,
the podcast who can buy mini donkeys.
Patreon.
look, we
Yeah.
can't even.
Let's get it.
We
Yeah.
bought our own mics. What makes you think we're getting a mini donkey?
All right, so here's the thing.
no,
You can buy a
focus.
mule, like a full size mule, for like $50. A full size mule could carry a lot more beer than a mini donkey,
But it's not as cute.
but
true.
it's
It's
still
mini
pretty
size.
cute.
Look, can we
though.
just stop?
Mini
You're
size.
burying the lead here, and
Okay.
the lead is they're literally the best thing ever for a child's birthday party
a mini donkey?
Donkeys?
because the children are like, "Yay, a mini donkey! Pet the donkey!" and the donkey is going around giving booze to their
Yeah.
So you
their
can
adults.
deal with children.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's literally this is the
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
idea ever.
But what if the kids get fucked up and they're like going
I
to hit
don't
the
care.
pinata and hit the donkeys instead?
Oh,
Why would
I
the
would beat
children
the
be fucked
kid.
up?
Then beat the kid.
Fair.
All right, so
What's the thing about spare the
Spare the
spare the
rod,
rod,
spoil
spoil
the
the
child?
child.
yeah, come on now.
Okay, so Here's what they say. With the docile nature of miniature donkeys and their adorable personalities,
They're so cute.
you will talk about it for years to come. Dressed to impress, these little burros are certain to touch the hearts of many. If you want to have
Many.
either Zoe or Burrito at your shindig, it will cost you $1,000 for an hour minimum,
This is-
or $1,500 for 90 minutes, which is their maximum amount of time.
Because then they have to
If you
poop.
want to have the pair, it's $2,000 an hour or $3,000 for 90 minutes.
Yikes.
They will arrive 30 minutes prior to the event and will be clean, accessorized, and ready to work. And there will be 1 to 2 handlers per donkey to assist the event beverage servers with photos and to answer any questions about the beloved little burros.
Okay.
And so here's the question that everyone wants to know. I know Tanya's going to want to know. I know this for a fact. Don't worry about them pooping
Yes.
all over
That's
the place
exactly what I
because
think.
they're fitted with poop bags to catch the mess.
Oh my gosh, what if you think it's a beer bag and you reach into the poop bag?
Because it's over their Tanya.
What if you get really drunk? What if you're really drunk and you're just like,
It's
God,
not,
I just
it's
want
not like no.
Tanya,
There's
real
a
people-
handler there to stop you. No
Okay,
poop bag.
wait.
Also-
what I really want, what I really
Tell us what you really want.
Beer goats.
Okay. Oh, now that's in our price range. We
I
need
love
to-
goats.
So I read on
Baby
here.
goats in little tiny pajamas carrying around beers. Oh my god.
Okay, so I read on this like they limit the donkeys to 45 pounds. Like they're like they could carry more, but we limit it to 45 pounds. So I mean, a goat could probably easily carry like a good sized goat. I'd say 10 pounds. I mean, that's a sixer.
You can get a whole bunch of goats.
You
Can't
can have-
you,
you
like,
can have a
train a donkey better than you can a goat?
Well, I mean, here's the thing
the
though.
goats and the little tails go do 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 do
You
do.
you get a bunch of goats for cheap. You strap a sixer
They'll
to each.
attack
We'll
you.
just duct tape a sixer of
His
High
sister's got
Life
a bunch of
Oh my
to
goats.
God,
every
this
goat.
is-
And
this
we'll
is
just turn
some-
them loose in a party. It'll cut your grass while
This
being
is
a party.
some Carcosa bullshit.
Yeah.
What this is.
Yeah.
This is Bush League.
Look, we're going to be Alabama's
Oh my God.
premier
lawn and
goat,
garden
goat,
goat.
lawn care and party beer
Oh, what
accessory.
the fuck? Everyone's gonna start throwing lawn trimming parties.
Yeah.
and we're just gonna bring
Our
goats. They're gonna
goats
eat
with
that
beer.
shit, and they're gonna follow them around. But that's gonna be, and it's gonna be even great because we're not gonna actually have them with poop bags, so it's gonna fertilize their yard and it's
yeah.
gonna grow
Because
faster,
here's
and
the
we're gonna have
thing.
to do
At the end
is
of the
hire us
day,
again.
Bob ain't dealing with poop. I'm not emptying poop bags. They poop where they go.
Yeah, but
That-
my point
that's
is,
just where it is.
that's just gonna make their lawns grow
Yeah.
faster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want.
Exactly.
I want so bad.
Why the? Just
Have you never seen videos of baby goats in pajamas?
yes, I
Derek?
have. I know that they're like we ain't controlling no baby goats.
Super fucking adorable. The only thing I could think is if you did that, if you put beers on the little goats, they would be real shook up because they hop around, hop, 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 hop. They hop on over the thing.
Well, we
Yeah,
wouldn't do
that's
baby
the
goats.
problem.
No, we're talking like full size.
No,
goats.
I'm out.
No,
Whole ass goat.
you think a baby goats aren't carrying sixers?
The reason that this whole donkey thing is
What in
cute
the
is because
fuck?
it's mini donkeys.
That's what I said.
Not whole ass big
but
donkeys.
big goats are also no horns. We'll get like goats, not like
They'll
rams.
still try and eat you.
But we'll socialize them. We'll socialize.
They're
You'll get
still
to enjoy them
goats.
as babies because we'll socialize them,
Okay.
Tanya.
Okay. I get to hold
You
all the
get
baby
to,
goats.
Yeah, and then
Bob,
when
you
they're
were
grown,
socialized, and we still don't want to take you in public.
I think Derek has a
that
point.
is a good concern.
think
That
Derek-
is a valid concern.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put a pin in the tail of the donkey.
Oh my god!
Hey.
We'll put a pin in this idea. And,
Send us your ideas on how we can monetize
Tell us,
this.
would you pay like? And we're not going to charge you $1,000.
What
Fuck
other
that.
critter?
Well, also think about this. This is in California, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, everything's
yeah.
more expensive there.
Look,
pick a
if
different
we
animal.
Probably, like,
look,
half
if we
as
buy a
expensive
mule
here.
for like $50, I'll show up with a mule and a fucking couple suitcases of keys, and we'll do the damn thing.
What if we got a
we'll
cow?
unlock the fun?
What if we got a cow and instead of like udders, it's just like a beer tank and you get to like milk the cow, but you're milking the beer out?
Because that's going to get inappropriate.
Well, I mean, you don't get bulls, you get cows.
Well, I'm just saying.
or
there's
you
drunk
just
people,
throw
there's
a
drunk
bull in the
people.
mix.
Look, this
No.
is going sideways.
Okay,
Let's
Derek,
move on.
Derek, let's do
Okay.
Derek's segment. Let's do your segment.
Okay, because things weren't going sideways enough. Okay, so this
love this.
week is buy or sell. Dun,
Okay.
dun. We need to come up with some like
You need
theme
some
Catchy
music.
names.
No theme music.
Wanna
Okay.
buy or sell the thing?
There you go. Yeah.
Derek's got some books for sale.
Okay. Yes. Remember that. Remember that.
I'll try. I'll
that
try
every-
I'm going to try and cut that out. We'll,
Yeah. We'll use that as an input. Just
Yeah,
gotta plug that in.
We'll see. I'll see
Okay.
what I can do. I'm not
Okay.
a wizard here, but we'll try.
How do people listen to this podcast? Jesus Christ. I love everyone who listens to this. Like,
Y'all the real MVP.
We
Oh
go
my
off
God.
the rails all the time.
That's
I
the
love
best part.
y'all.
But
That's the best
I think
part.
that's like people aren't really listening to this to hear. Oh, I'm really on here for real book recommendations.
Except for when we talk about the book of the bi-month or whatever it fucking is.
Oh, speaking of which, quick reminder: bi-monthly book is Jade City. Be reading
Yes.
Jade City.
Yes, read it.
And for the short reads, go onto our website under the short reads, booksbeardsbooze.com, and it's
Bradbury.
to
When do
Ray
those
Bradbury.
due?
End of the
month. End of May.
So I'll do that when I get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You,
can read them on
That's
the
what you need to
cruise.
read on your cruise.
Yeah,
There
read
you
on the
go.
cruise.
I'll do that too. Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
buy or sell. For those who don't remember, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what a book is about, remove all distinguishing features like names and things that could give away what it is. I'm going to read the plot or a brief synopsis of the plot, and then each one of them, Bob and Tanya, are going to decide whether or not they would buy the book or sell the book, depending
And
on...
we have to be discerning. We can't just be like, oh fuck it, that sounds cool, yeah. Like we have to really think,
Right.
like, would we really
So-
read this, or would this sit on our bookshelf for 8 years until we donate it to
Yikes.
Goodwill?
Yeah.
Yikes, I'm feeling real called out right now. Like,
Oh, yeah, because I don't have things on my
I'm real bad
bookshelf.
about being like, hey, it's $1.99. Fuck yeah, why
Oh.
not? I'd buy that for
There.
$1.99.
Yeah, exactly.
99
Next
cents?
episode,
Yeah.
we're going to, when we have more time, we're going to talk about Tanya's latest idiocy. So y'all have that to look forward to.
That...
Oh,
How
Derek.
how
Buy
do we
and
have
sell.
time?
Buy
How
and sell.
Okay.
It's bad,
Buy and
Derek.
sell.
Okay. Anyways, so buy or sell. Oh, and then afterwards, I'm gonna tell them to put them in order, which one least to
Okay.
greatest, and then
Okay.
I'll tell them what they are. Anyways,
3 books.
Three
Three
books.
books.
Okay.
So here we go. First, book 1. In a land of pervasive magic, only one young man is incapable of understanding his powers. Ridiculed for being incapable of manifesting his magic despite repeated assurances of its existence, the main character must go on a journey to discover the truth before he is exiled from his home forever.
Okay. I think I've read this book.
I think you have too.
So I'm going to say buy.
Um,
Yeah.
soft buy, I think.
If it's the book I'm thinking of, it's a soft buy because I think I know more about these books now than I knew then. All right,
Okay.
so we'll address that in a minute.
Book 2.
Okay. Book 2. Unable to find a more apt career, a young orphan is taken on by a sympathetic magician who believes he sees potential in him. Despite being unable to work even the simplest spell, when in dire need, powers beyond his control manifest from within to protect him, flagrantly breaking the rules of magic as they are known by his master. However, the time for study is over, and the specter of war is looming. Can he learn to master his powers in time to help the kingdom?
I would buy that, I
I want
think.
to sell that because I'll be honest, the trope of I don't have magic, but
Yeah.
everyone has magic kind of gets on my nerves. Like it sounds kind of cool, and the first book, if I hadn't already read it, would probably be a sell. Like that trope, it's got to be special for me to really get on board with it. Like
Yeah, but this
I'm
one,
not a big fan of that.
at no point... Well, actually, we'll discuss
Yeah.
it afterwards.
I think the first one's a soft buy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
But the second,
The second
The
one is
second
a
one,
firm buy,
No, medium.
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 Medium buy?
Yeah.
The fuck is a medium buy?
You never had a medium rare steak? It's kind of
I
like
mean,
where it's kind of.
Well, yeah, but I just mean... Anyways, so Bob, would you buy book 2?
No,
If it came up on
No,
Kindle,
that's gonna
I
be
would
a
probably
sell.
buy.
Okay.
The
I'm
second
just
book.
from what you've said, I'm going to put that as a sell.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Book 3. The bastard child of a revered statesman is raised in the shadow of his father's accomplishments. Beset by his enemies, but without his father's protection, the young man must make do as best he can. That is, until his blood finds a use for him, drawing him into games of power and responsibility he wanted no part of. Will he survive and thrive or be destroyed?
Ooh.
Hard buy.
Okay, all right. So I want to buy book number 3. I don't want to get book number 1. And book number 2,
For me, book 3 is the
Yeah, I
the
like
most
that.
intriguing. Book 1 is number 2, and the second book would be number 3. Like, so,
Okay.
but I think we both agree that the third
yeah,
book.
yeah, third book.
Third
Third book
book.
sounds
Third book's
best
the winner?
book.
Yeah,
Okay.
third book's the winner.
So, Bob,
Yeah.
can you guess what these 3 books are?
No, the first book. I think
You've
is-
read all of them.
Oh, really? All right. So the first book is Color of Magic.
No, it is not.
It's not a Xanth book.
It is, but that's not the first Xanth book.
What's the first Xanth book?
A Spell for Chameleon.
Spell for Chameleon. God, I thought Color of Magic was the first book. Yeah. Okay. So the Xanth books are really funny, but I haven't read them since I was like.
And you're concerned that they would hold up or not?
Well, here's the thing. So, a lot of people really like Piers Anthony.
Yeah, I was about to say by Piers Anthony.
Yeah, by Piers Anthony. A lot of people like Piers Anthony, but then like a lot of people like when people post like, "Hey, I really like Piers Anthony. I remember really liking these books as a kid." On the fantasy subreddit, like there's always people like, okay, have you read them as an adult? Because they're kind of creepy and disturbing. There's a lot of really like kind of problematic-y, like kind of, but like when I was so little, like if you don't really understand sex, a lot of the stuff.
So it's kind of like how you were talking about grunts, where at the time you were like, yeah.
Well, no, like grunts.
Grunts
even like grunts is like
grunts isn't questionable. Grunts is god damn.
Like Xanth, like. Okay, but here's the thing about Piers Anthony. A lot of the other stuff that he's written is not that. But the Xanth books, they're full of puns, which I love puns. I think part of my love of puns comes from these books. But like, yeah, I kind of want to go back and reread one just. I want to reread
this one because this is the book I read before book 2, actually.
Okay, right. Well, like, so he's got one of the books is called "The Color of Her Panties," like, so that kind of gives you a tone of where some of these books are kind of going. All right, so what's book 2?
You don't want to guess?
I don't have a guess.
You want me to read it again and let you think about it for a second?
Okay, try, yeah.
Unable to find a more apt career, a young orphan is taken on by a sympathetic magician who believes he sees potential in him. Despite being unable to work even the simplest spell, when in dire need...
Is it magician?
Yes, it is.
Okay, magician. Oh, well, damn. Well, you put it like that, that's a good book.
Yeah, it's a fantastic book. And it was the only book... Spell for Chameleon was the only book that I managed to make it all the way through before I read Magician.
Okay. Huh. Oh, yeah, Magician's a much better book than Spell for Chameleon. Much better.
But,
I feel dumb.
Yeah, book 2 is Magician's Apprentice because it stops before the next part. Otherwise, I would have added on to the explanation.
Yeah, okay.
And what's the third book? What's the book that we actually really want to read?
Book 3. Now, Bob, this one, you want to take a stab at it? Oh,
I thought pretty hard, but I couldn't.
This is a book we all should read, and we should love it as much as I love it. Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb.
Oh, god damn it. When you say it, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
That's on my ever-growing TBR.
Oh my god. You just got to tell me when you read that.
I don't know which one I like more.
I don't either.
The thing is, it's been so long since I've read both of them, I kind of need to reread. I'm kind of holding off on Hobb. I'm slowly been acquiring them on Kindle.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, once I get them all, I want to just plow through all 15 of them, or at least the 9,
because they're trilogies, but they all are also kind of linked.
Well, yes,
I still haven't.
Three of them are based around Fitz, and then there's 2 that aren't based around him, but the same world. And my understanding is there is overlap, and they tie in. Yeah,
100%. What I was going to say was when you get to the last trilogy, let me know.
Okay.
Because I have not read those yet.
I'm slowly working my way on acquiring them.
I really think we as a podcast should read Magician Apprentice at some point. Because
I have that. I bought it at Second and Charles not too long ago.
It's real good.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
And it does. I want to have a conversation about it because part of what's interesting about it is it's the thing that he's discussed is. This was the first book that he wrote, and he didn't know he, quote-unquote, couldn't do the things that he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was just writing a story the way he wanted to tell, and then sold, and it did really well, and everyone was like, that that's against all the things that everyone thinks you're supposed to do with a book.
Can't do the rules.
Yeah, and he was like,
yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, you mean you can't do the thing that I totally did?
Yeah, and they were like, so it's weird that
the moral of that story is all rules of writing were basically made to be broken.
All rules
were
made
Derek,
but you have to understand them before you break them.
Oh, you're going to hate this. So I have gotten out of submitting to short story anthologies. But one came up that I'm jumping in on. And I sent my first story in, and he sent back the edits. He is anti-Oxford comma.
You have to have the Oxford comma or get the fuck out.
So
you can pry it from my cold, comma, dead, comma, lifeless hands. All the commas.
I'm sorry, I forbid this. Do you want this podcast to continue?
Here on Books, Beards, Booze, we are pro funny
Oxford.
Hat, pro
Oxford comma,
and anti what?
Ready Player One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anti Ready Player One. And we're anti Big Razor.
Anti Big Razor. Yeah. But who's
Obviously.
pro Big Razor other than Big Razor?
People who can't grow beards.
But I think in their heart of hearts, they
I can't
The
grow.
only-
I don't grow a beard, but I have a beard on my soul.
yeah.
What are you talking about? Bob's your beard.
Yeah, I'm your beard.
Ooh.
Savage. But true.
Yikes! But also, yikes!
And yet. All right.
Oh, ow!
So, real quick before we end, I'm just going to mention. Recently, been checking out this really cool podcast called Terrible Book Club.
Best. Oh, dude,
It's
they're
hilarious.
right. You
They're
Okay,
great.
so
mentioned
I
this.
know
They're
Tanya's
great. I love
listened
it.
to it. We listened to an
That
episode.
iffy boat race
Yeah,
episode.
The Adventures of
oh
Iffy Boat
my
Race.
God.
And since then I've listened to some other episodes of it. It's hilarious.
They're great.
It's two people from Boston that I think Boston,
Yeah.
that they pick terrible books that the cover looks bad, the back reads awful, something like that. Or someone tells them like, hey, dude, this book is awful. And
We should get them to read Ready Player One because fuck, that book is
well,
awful.
actually, I've been talking with Paris
Yeah.
from them, and she's like, "Yeah, so I've been listening to that episode. I like that episode." So she's actually listening to us, so I'm flattered.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But they typically take a book and they talk about it for anywhere from between an hour to about an hour and a half on average. And
Speaking Derek's language with these longer
and,
episodes.
and some of them do get as high as 2.
Wow, that's
but
okay, that's-
but they just sit there and talk about like what's bad about like
I'm
they
so
do talk about
into
like what they
this.
did like about it because sometimes like I think they've had like
Sometimes
two
I get
books that they liked,
surprised.
but like they just riff on these books like on what they like. Oh god, this is so terrible.
Think about it though. Some of the covers for the Black Company books, like the old ones, were awful.
Well,
and if
I've
you
been-
picked those up and then read
Yeah.
them, the books are good.
I've been thinking about trying to get them to read Grunts. I think that,
Oh my
that would
God,
fit
Bob.
there because
I feel like I should. That's what I'm going to read while I'm away. Is
because
Grunts.
I'll say that like they get a little more political on their podcast than we try to, and so they would probably tackle a bit more in depth some of the.
This is awful rapey.
This is real rapey, because it is.
No,
at times.
it's not rapey. That shit rape.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
Yeah, no,
I read part of that book.
Yeah, no, but like there are a few scenes that are bad, but then like the rest, like I just think that they would destroy that book. And
Do you want that to happen?
I kind of want to hear them destroy that book. Like I
Okay.
think they would.
I've been destroying it for years, and you're like, Derek, you just didn't give it a chance. I'm like, bitch.
That's fair. All right, so yeah, y'all should check them out. It's Terrible
Yeah.
Book Club.
Yeah.
You can find it wherever you get podcasts.
I got to listen to this. I still haven't. I forgot because you talked about it at the party, and I was already drinking.
Yeah.
Terrible Book Club. We're going to start giving some recommendations like this for podcasts that we like that are in
Yeah.
the same, like their books, we're books. Like check them out. So.
If you go to our new Facebook, which is at Books Beards Booze,
Yeah.
we've been under at Tales by Bob, but now we have a Books Beards Booze Facebook page. We're at Books Beards Booze.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side, you can see the pages that we like, that the Facebook page likes, and I'm pretty sure that Terrible Book Club is one of them.
Good.
As is Interstellar and Tales by Bob.
Yeah.
Just friends of the podcast.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this and you're in the Montgomery area, Friday Interstellar is going to be at
Y'all are pissing me
at a
off
brew
right now.
fest.
Friday, which is May 17.
Yeah, is going to be at the brew fest at the train shed, and I'm going to be helping out at their booth. So you can come see. Y'all can come meet
hate
me if you haven't, and come
you.
try Interstellar beer, which we love.
Hate you so much.
I know. Because you'll be gone, right?
Yes, I'm so
you'll be
mad.
on the
'cause
cruise.
So
I'm
behind
gonna go,
the-
Derek, and I don't even really drink craft beers
gonna
and shit. I'm
smack
gonna
you.
go
I'm just
and I'm
gonna
gonna
s-
send you pictures of me just buying them and pouring
I
them
won't
out.
get them till I get back to
Yeah,
land.
because
So
you won't have
yeah.
internet. Yeah.
But so behind the curtain, I was just talking to them earlier this week about, man, I really want to go get some Interstellar. Like it would be great.
Yeah.
I follow them on Instagram. They put up some amazing pictures. I was like, oh man, I would kill for a ginger beer right now.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, we should go see them while you're at sea on vacation. So I don't get to go.
They're also doing like a crawfish bowl.
Oh yeah, on
I'm
the
gonna
18th.
smack. I just want
Yeah,
to smack the
like the
taste
next
out
day
of
they're
your
doing a
mouth.
crawfish bowl.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
you're gonna be
God.
gone.
God, I'm gonna
$20 all you can eat
Yep.
crawfish.
You
Fun
just,
dogs.
I'm gonna have so much fucking fun while you got. Well, I'm just
You
gonna.
will though. Cruises are great.
Oh.
So,
I'm so excited.
yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
eat all the crawfish, and then
Drink all the
we're
ginger beers.
gonna go to K&J's and get a giant milkshake. He doesn't know this, but he's gonna take me to K&J's, and we're gonna get a giant milkshake that has a whole ass piece of cake on top, and then we're gonna go to Tyler Childers.
I'm gonna do. I don't know who that is.
He plays
but-
the music that
Yeah.
Bob writes Marsh to.
Yeah.
So okay, that sounds good.
He writes Marsh. That's his Marsh playlist. It's like a bunch of Tyler
Okay,
Tyler
Childers.
well-
Childers, Builders and the Butchers, stuff like that.
Got it. So that sounds cool because I know that general
also-
vein
You've heard-
of
you've heard
music.
Tyler
Yeah,
Childers.
probably have.
Tasty
I've-
mud bugs.
Yeah, but the point is, my mission now is to, just make you both wish you were on this.
Oh, I
cruise.
already want to go to a cruise.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I
Doesn't
remember
matter.
when we went on a cruise for our honeymoon, and all I really was excited about was all you
Definitely
can eat
not
ice
Bob.
cream.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Fair.
Yikes.
Fair.
But yeah.
No,
But
savage but true.
but yes, and it was all you can eat.
All right, on
you can eat ice
that
cream.
bit of savagery, we're ending this episode. So, all right, in the coming week,
All
as
you
you're
can eat ice cream.
as
Bob, all you can eat ice cream. I mean, ice
One of them
cream.
gives you a headache.
God.
The other one is
gives
ice
you a
cream.
headache.
Exactly.
Damn. All right.
I love
In
it.
the coming week, as your friends savage you and just stick a knife in your feels and just dig it around. I hope that they're at least nicer about it than my friends and co-hosts, and
Thanks for letting me borrow your shirt.
may the blessing of the beard be upon you.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Books, Beards, Booze. Our co-hosts are Bob, Derek, and Tanya. Our producer is Bob. For more information, visit our website, booksbeardsbooze.com. Follow our social media at Tales by Bob. If you enjoyed this podcast, please rate, subscribe, and share. Okay, bye.